All right. As usual, and I see you guys have been maybe a little bit friendly here, but I don't know why. But you and Lord Cyrus.
No, we disagree on a couple of things.
Okay,
First of all,
but the heat is still there.
Here's the thing. The heat is still there for him trying to take credit for the Ultimate X. Okay,
Right.
for sure.
Right.
Definitely heat there. And now that he's like in charge of Impact,
Right.
I would probably bet that he's probably trying to write into their history that he's the one that came up with that and trying to like exclude my
Rewrite history.
You know, like right, yeah, like he can like, you know what I'm saying, like he can doctor the book.
Weren't you and him in agreement about something against Lance Storm?
Yes.
What was it?
He's been basically Lance Storm is who was also on the list.
Right.
Okay?
He's actually next.
Right. Well, it's just why don't you ask if Lance Storm's on the list?
Okay, Lance Storm.
He's on the list.
All right.
Okay, so they had a discussion about when Sasha hurt Paige.
Right.
Okay, and Cyrus refers to Lance as basically like a female wrestler apologist, like
Right.
anything
Like KG.
He's totally like KG. Oh, the women are great. We have to respect the women. We can't be critical of the women.
Right.
Right. We're not
Right.
allowed to be. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
Cyrus is basically saying that what Sasha did to Paige was reckless. It was a stupid, it was dumb stuff, you know?
Okay, can I ask you a question? Because I never saw it. What exactly was the move that she did to her? Did you see it?
Paige has her back to Sasha, who is in the turnbuckle.
Right.
Sasha grabs the top ropes, both of them with her back against the turnbuckle, lifts her legs up, and double thrust kicks Paige in the back.
Yeah, like
in the upper.
Yeah, middle of shoulder blades.
Right, and it whiplashes the shit out of her because she kicked her really hard, right?
Right, and she had a neck surgery.
Yes, and so she got temporary paralysis, and now has since had to retire, right?
Right.
And we're just talking about that's a reckless, and Lance is apologizing for it. Well, so I tweeted.
If it wasn't reckless, what was Lance saying? It was an accident or what?
Yeah, it's kind of like an accident, just anything. It's never anybody's fault if you're a female wrestler, right?
Right.
So I tweeted. Somebody put the video, the clip from the Rumble of Sasha throwing the kicks in the corner.
That was terrible.
Horrible. Okay, and she's throwing the kicks in the corner, and she's literally missing the girl by like 2 feet. It's like just completely lazy, like kicks. Just okay. So I tweeted. I just put I tagged Lance. With the clip, I tagged Lance and Cyrus and said thoughts. And so Lance kind of like just apologized. Well, it's a battle royal. I'm sure there's tons of other spots like that during the match.
Right.
And I'm like, I tweeted, it's like, well, wait a minute, but this is a pay-per-view main event, though.
Right.
It's like the main event on the pay-per-view. That's terrible-looking stuff to put on a pay-per-view main event. Could you imagine if there was a main event match and a wrestler did that to another wrestler?
Right.
Like AJ, like if Jinder did that to AJ Styles,
he'd get eaten up. Right.
He would get eaten alive, right? Okay.
And plus, there were not a ton of spots like that. You know what I'm saying?
No, exactly. So then Lance tweets back, he goes, I get it, Glenn. They were shitty kicks. Get over it. He's hot.
Now he's hot. Yeah.
It's like, hey, I can't be. I'm going to be critical of that. If you're going to defend the girl, I go, all right. I'm going to come at you because this is indefensible, right?
Yeah.
So Cyrus tweeted basically that I'm in agreement with Glenn on this.
Yeah.
Because I said all I'm doing, and I tweeted at Lance and said all I'm doing is piggybacking the discussion that you two had on Sasha Banks from last week's show because I listened to their show. Right?
Let me ask you a question. You being the master troll that you are, and just for the record, I love Lance Storm and his Sergeant Carter from Gomer Powell, Marine Cut, log rolling, ice fishing, Tim Horton loving ass. But did you tweet him the tope by Sasha?
No, I did not tweet that out.
Yeah.
Okay, but because everybody was like, "What am I going to say, bro?"
Yeah.
I'm like, Sasha.
Want me to tell you what I? Well, you're a master troll. You don't have to say anything.
Let me finish.
Yeah.
Because the follow-up discussion that I had with Gail and I have with you guys about the female wrestlers is that they try to do the moves the guys do, but they're not like fast enough and explosive enough to do them.
But you know what I think happened? You know what I think happened in that one? This is my own personal view, of course, is I think that she knew that kick was coming and she was kind of afraid and she didn't go full, momentum with her tope. She was trying to cut short. You know what I'm saying?
That looked
and
painful.
she ended up getting tangled into the ropes.
Yeah.
And I've told everybody and their mother about the suicide tope, which is why there's too many of them. Is the law of averages is going to catch up, and all one person has to do is catch their foot on the second rope, their toe drags along the rope, and that's when, and you can break your neck.
Now, how hurt did she end up being?
It's Husey. Hello.
I think they finished the match, but they had to stop it for a second, make sure she was okay. She looked at me. She almost landed face first.
Yeah.
Right. What she did at the very last second, if you notice, at the very last second, she tucked her head in, which is the correct thing to do, and she avoided, disaster.
This is what I will say about, Sasha Banks is arguably one of their top 2 or 3 female wrestlers they have in the roster. But this is what I said with this women's revolution thing and wanting to do better than like Gail used to say, she wants to do better than the guys. It's like you have to understand your physical limitations. It's like you don't have to do the moves the guys are doing to be the better worker. You know what I'm saying? Your punches and kicks can look really good.
Did you ever see? Let me ask you a question. Did you ever see wrestling from Japan? All Japan women's wrestling from like the 90s? Wait, from the 90s?
They used to beat the piss out of each other. But here's the thing.
Yeah, those girls were good. Yeah.
This is what looks good to me. Okay, and this is what I think girls should be doing in their matches. Okay, I was gonna say the side kicks and stuff. The kicks are good and stuff. But when women, like a woman martial artist is like a cool character. Like if you see the movies, you see like the Kill Bill and stuff. These female martial arts, it looks cool. Right. Women should use more martial arts when they work. Okay, and I'm saying this, when the Japanese girls, they used to slap the shit out of each other. Right. That looks good. Yeah. Because that look, because they're hitting each other hard, but they're hitting each other safe because they're slapping hard. But it just makes a lot of noise. It's very physical. You know what I'm saying?